Hello, hello. Just making sure everything works. I'm still kind of have a cold. I still kind of. Oh my god. It's too late in the night for this. This time I'm recording at 1:35. But hello, welcome back to Doki Doki Within. It's been good so far, but I told my friends, or more importantly, they saw my upload and they were like, "Oh oh shoot, this isn't a good mod." And I was like, "Oh." So we're about to find out whether this mod really is that good or not. Because so far it's actually been not half bad. Oh yeah, I literally said this last video. I remember I'd wake up to his fire ringtone. It isn't my alarm that wakes me up this morning, but instead my ringtone. Gradually, I pick up my phone. Sorry. I usually have this early. How does I answer the call? What's up? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be in school. I don't like this. Okay, when Sarah's the one calling, we don't like it. The way she sounds, clearly she's unwell. I guess food poisoning? Mm-hmm. And undercooked chick. Salmonella. My favorite. I will do everything in my power to get salmonella. I have that image saved. It's a good one. After some silence, I speak up. You should get some rest, Sari. I know. Sari yawns. Also promise you'll never eat at Pearl City. I don't want you getting ill too. Noted. Well, I chuckle at how serious she sounded, also be subconsciously avoiding there. Never really heard any positive things about that place anyway. Once I force myself out of bed, I make my way to the bathroom and get a quick wash. I let the water run for a bit before stepping in. You know, I saw this bathroom in Storm once. I don't think I need to say anything else. We all know what happened to like any walls in Storm. It's schizophrenic. God, warm water feels nice in the morning. Making me want to take a shower. I should. After a quick breakfast, I make my way outside. So I'm not with Sarah today. I decide to get my earphones and keep myself occupied. I just shuffle my playlist and start the lonely walk there. Kinda see what Sarah always liked walking together. Doing it alone sucks. Oh well, at least I got my music. I forgot his music. I make my own tracks. Actual Giga Chad. At long last, the bell rings for lunch, and I'm the first one out. However, I divert from my usual route and head to the roof. Oh yeah, I did say we would do that, to read a poem. Told myself I'd read a poem up there, and I intend to keep my word. Once making sure I'm alone, I dash upstairs and onto the roof. As I'm heading up, I receive a text from Sarah basically saying she told the rest of the club about our absence. At least thankful they won't have to ask me where she is. Still, maybe if she was here, she'd help me understand my feelings a bit better. Both about this poem as well as Monika. Maybe 2 for 1? Both at the same time? I wince as the sun temporarily blinds me, but I recover quickly. I make my way to a nearby bench. It's kind of funny, though. There's benches up here, and barely anyone ever comes up here aside from janitors. The silence is serene. I plug my earphones in and let the music from this morning continue as I start to write. It's playing softly in my eardrums. You have songs playing softly in your eardrums, and I'm like, Interstellar Stomper. It starts playing softly in my eardrums, gives me the inspiration I need as I gaze into the wire fence and past the midday Sapporo sunline. Horizon. I mumble out loud to myself. A shorter poem will do. I don't need too many words. It's going to be called Horizon. Both the music and my heart guide my pen as I try and paint a picture of a feather drifting across the midsummer sky. The song playing across the airwaves. An almost empty plane flying over the calming horizon of the night. You are good at writing poems. Of words only ever spoken in an empty, solitary rooftop. Oh my god! It was like dead silence there, right? Same applies to my room. Right, it's like absolute silence. Music jump scare. Monika. I faintly speak. My heart started to race. Put my poem in my bag as I finished it now. Pop my earphones out and place my hand on my chest. Breathe in. I breathe out. After a few repeats of this, I hear the door open. Look back only to treat my eyes just as quickly. Of course Monika shows up. Great! I sure do. How convenient. I really hope she didn't taint. My brain really needs to stop doing that. You comedically timed brain. I turned my face to see her. Oh, hey, Monica. Oh my god. This is gonna be a consistent thing throughout the series. I'm just gonna yawn in every episode. She gives me one of her signature smiles. Didn't think I'd see you up here. Starts walking over to me. I return the smile. I say the same to you. What are you doing up here anyway? Oh, I just needed some air. One seems to get a little bit nervous. This is more than she's letting on. Oh, dearie, you're gonna murder yourself. And she's... Or, how did it work? It was like, he fake murdered himself, and then she was like, oh my god, and then she killed herself because of it, and then he was like, oh my god, and then he killed himself. This is a Shakespeare moment. Mona seems to get a little nervous, as if there's more than she's letting on. I know, it can get a bit stuffy in there. How about you? She can sit next to me on the bench. Please don't show her, this is kind of awkward, do you? I'd say I needed the air and somewhere to think. Huh? Think about what? Checkmate. Monica seems curious. If I can be honest with Sari about my hating feelings for Monica, then I can surely be honest as to why I'm up here. I came up here because I needed somewhere quiet to write my poem. I was so exhausted last night. So after I say it out loud, that I'm realizing to admitting to the club president that I rushed my assignment. Rather than scolding me like my brain told me she would, she smiles. Say that like I'd be mad at you. Couldn't do that. What? I start back and forth to Monica and the concrete. Oh, I thought he was saying the poem. He's like, his true love. The poem. The skyline. The feather drifting across it and stuff. Tane. Gets a little bit closer. Not too close for comfort. No, it's really stressful this time of year. The finals, so many assignments, just all of it. If you couldn't finish it, I'd perfectly understand. He was hoping for something else. We were all hoping for something else. He's got checkmate now. Gosh, I'm sorry for my stuffy nose. I go silent as I take in what Monica said. I'd forgotten just how understanding she was sometimes. I unzip my bag and, after a bit of doubt, I pull out my poem. Yes! Yes! Horizon. I'm so glad. Alone. Oh, I like it that he's got his own font. That's cool. Oh, right click. Oh. Horizon. Alone. There I stand in the center. Ooh, we got a fancy center. There I stand in the center of this concrete jungle. It's dark, and in spite of the glowing streetlights, I seem to be the only one around. Oh my god. His poem. Oh. His poem is not snore. I'm just tired. Walking around aimlessly only gets me so far, but I soon spot a light, a beacon seeming so far. Ooh. Yet it glistens against its surroundings and burning bright. The closer I get, the sound of a voice greets my ears. It calls my name. It's a voice I recognize, so I start to be blinded by the light. Straining my eyes shut, a hand takes hold of me, squeezing it tightly. Pulls me in, pulling me closer. Soon open my eyes, opening myself to both the future and to the face at the end of the horizon. Woo! Ooh! And Tane, that was smoking. That was smoking, Tane. Fire poem. Good shit right there. It's been longer than I planned, but this is still legible. That is a lot more than legible. But isn't any good, though. You know what? I was smoking, okay? I respect that. That's good shit. With a worried sigh, I go and hand the poem to Monica. You can read it, if you'd like. Sure you don't want to wait until club? I shake my head. We can discuss it then. I just stop myself short. It's so hard to ask Monica to read it outside of club. Just want you to read it. Monica timidly takes the poem and starts to read it. Rather than watch for any visible reaction, I simply gaze out into the cityscape. That is relatable. It's just like, I could gaze into her eyes. But I won't, because that would make me weird. And you just sit there like staring at a wall. Before long, the silent spell is broken by the bell. Insert like the Ligma... Was it Ligma Balls from Wednesday's Infidelity? He was just sitting there saying a bunch of random stuff. Fuck, that rhymed. It's so good. I look back at Monica and her eyes meet up for a moment. She goes to hand me back my poem, but I gently push her hands back a bit. No, just keep it till we share a club. Doesn't say anything to hint at any uncertainty, and I show a glimpse of understanding before we head back out into the depths of school. What understanding? It's a poem. Soccer tryouts. Take you after school in the field. I mean, after school in the field. Thankfully for me, and very unlikely for the majority of the class, Mr. Honda was off for sick today. If I had a foresight to know that would be the case, I could have at least tidied up the essay a bit. Oh well, can't rewrite the past now, can I? Make my way up to a nearby vending machine. I'm a little thirsty, and since we got let out a little earlier than normal, I still have a little time before club starts. Put my coins in and a small can comes out soon after. Oh my god, stuffy. So reaching out for my drink though, I can hear an echoed sounds of someone yelling. Whoever it is, they don't sound pissed off. Well, kinda do, it sounds more defensive than anything. Is it Natsuki? At the same time, I can't shake the smooth feeling that the voice sounds familiar. I look to my left, and the reason that familiar feeling comes waving quickly down the hall. Alright, Prophet? Natsuki? Natsuki's that. Oh, I don't like that face. Alright, I thought it was funny. Natsuki and Yuri argument. Haha. Why are you running? Why are you running? Natsuki's eyes meet mine for a brief moment. All of a sudden, she averts her eyes and clenches them shut as she runs past me and audibly bolts upstairs. Natsuki, wait! I rush up after her. You good? Kind of wonder what happened to Natsuki that could have made her this upset. Call out for her. Natsuki! Natsuki, where are you? Oh my god. Who do I get for taking my melatonin before recording? After a minute or so, I see her emerge from the restroom and quicken my pace. Natsuki, give me some fucking space! Natsuki's voice came out as more of a squeak as tears from her face. There's an awkward, really wavy silence, or heavy silence between us. Her brash reaction did catch me by surprise, although, in her defense, she wasn't going about this well in the slightest. Sorry. Natsuki, what for? I'm having a bad day, and I'm taking that out on you. I don't mean to. More silence. Natsuki then gives out a long sigh. I'm the worst. It's a little much, isn't it? Not when it's true, but it's not. You see, you are just wrong in your opinion, Natsuki. Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Checkmate. Her glistening pink eyes tell multiple stories. Two ones I can make out are the clearest ones of Scarlet and Violet. You see those Pokeball eyes? Have you played those games? Because I have not. And I can't until Christmas, which is unfortunate, but whatever. The two ones I can make out the clearest ones are of guilt and of someone who just wants to be valued. Second one being the side I would have never expected. That is the case, of course. We all have bad days, some of us more than others. Those bad days don't define you. Sighs, I think of something else to say. Besides, I know you didn't mean it. I also would be apologizing. Natsuki looks away for a moment, processing what I've said. If you need a moment, that's fine. I've been there before. Natsuki breathes slow and calmly before locking her eyes back onto my own. I think I needed to hear that, so thank you. It's using a small but meaningful smile. It's no problem, really. A pair of us then walked the remainder of the way to the club room. Upon entering the club room, Natsuki makes her way over to the closet. Decided to go up to Monika. Hey, Tane. Hey, Monika. It's so late, I look behind me and see Natsuki's already reading manga. Should I tell her what happened? Back to Monika, lower her voice. I missed choices. I went from snapping to this. Alright, I was debating what book to read. Here we are now. I bumped into Natsuki on my way up, and I guess I lost track of time. I bad about lying to her, but I wouldn't feel right if I told her. Oh, exactly. I actually did. I'm sorry that Natsuki would tell her at some point. No, Tane, you don't need to apologize. Besides, don't know if you missed much. Beat the clock on the other side of the room. It's only been shy of 5 minutes since the start of the meeting, so she does have a point. Also, I've read the poem you gave me at lunch. I say I'm pretty impressed. Thanks. Say, how many times have you read it? Maybe once or twice. Maybe more than that. How she managed to be so cute without even trying astounds me to this day. Oh, never mind. I'm just an idiot. I'm looking too much into it. I'm sorry. Within's not well enough written to look into that stuff. I'll say, is this from the POV of MC? And then I realized that would not make any sense at all. And takes my poem out of her bag and passes it to me. We can put it in my pocket though. Monika delicately holds the lower edge of the paper. I start feeling her thumbs brushing his mind for a split second. Look forward to discussing it with you. Let's go to the paper and slides it back into my pocket. We end up just standing in front of each other a little while longer. Don't say anything. Just make the odd glance and smile at each other. Feels like something out of a tacky romance game. I can't help but admit it feels a bit nice. So, I'm just gonna chat with Natsuki now. Okay. See the blush and nervous go. Okay, buddy. To be completely honest with myself, my face is just as red as hers, if not more so. I'm taking a seat close to Natsuki, trying hard as I can to hide my face. Part of me knows that if Natsuki saw me like this, I'd never hear the end of it. Even though I was seeking suspicion that Yuri would ask questions. And as if light to prove me wrong, I hear a voice whisper to me. You're doing a piss-door job at hiding how red you are, you know? A piss-door job. Okay, that is something Natsuki would say. I opened my eyes and greeted with Natsuki wearing a wide grin. What? What do you want about Natsuki? You know damn well what. How she's able to keep her voice this low, keeping the same assertive punch as normal is astounding. I'm backing away so my mic doesn't make a rustling sound. Natsuki cops the seat next to mine. There's some tomatoes that wish they were as red as you were right now. Like, saw you two over there holding hands. Kind of tempted to tell you to get a room. No. She was tempted. She would, too. I try to keep my voice as low as hers as I look around the club room. Yuri's eyes have not left the pages of the book, and luckily for me, Monika seems to be wearing earphones. Well, it sure looked like it. We were just talking. Can't let her know about mine and Monika's little meeting on the roof. She's already got the wrong idea now. God only knows what she'd think of her. Think if she'd known what we were doing up there. Or oh god, no. You're saying... So you're saying that like I'd be jealous if you were. But it was kind of cute. Well, at least she... Wait, what did she just say? Did you just... I did, yeah. I need to go announcing it to the world. Sorry. It's a minute or two of awkward silence. So because of what Natsuki said? Not entirely sure. In hopes to brighten the mood, I glance over to the cover of the volume of Monika in front of Natsuki. Parfait girls? You want to judge, do it through the glass on that door. She points over the door. Alright, back to normal dialogue. Say that like you'd throw me through it. Except with a bearable MC. Want to fuck around and find out? I'll pass. We should laugh at my avoided expense. Alright, this MC is like me. I say snafu MC is like me, but it's how I wish to be. Minus the sex jokes. The like snarkiness is totally what I wish to be. It's like my dad. This MC is just like me. Okay everyone, it's time to share poems. He eventually announces to the room, giving us our cue. After fetching my poem from my pocket, I quickly make my way towards Monika. I promised her that we'd discuss our poem we had at the chance, how she's even looking forward to it. Hey Tane. Smile and wave. Hey! Want to discuss my poem? Of course. Pass the sheet to her and she reads through one final time. Oh my god. But she gently lays the can't take that word. She gently lays the paper on top of the desk. So your use of imagery here is even better than yesterday's. You sure you haven't written poetry before? Surely it's not that good of a poem. I don't know, Tane. That was pretty damn good. That was pretty damn good. For surely not that good of a poem, you had something going there. I'm sure, don't worry. Besides, do I look like the kind of guy that writes poetry in his spare time? Last part seems to cause Monika to giggle a bit. Now that you mention it, do you? Nah. Besides, even if I did, it wouldn't be as good as yours. No, stop. You flatter me too much, you know? I mean, isn't necessarily flattery if it's true to some degree. It's nothing. Silence then falls over the pair of us. I don't think we've discussed the poem as much as we'd expected. Monika does try to say something about it to break the silence, but she stops herself each time. It looks like she's trying to either find the right way to say it, or she's trying to suppress her thoughts altogether. Could I read? Oh my god. Could I read your poem now? Please do. Monika hands me a notebook and I start to read. Today's poem is nowhere near as abstract as yesterday's. The subject emboldened clearly in the poem's title, The Lady Who Knows Everything. When I read into it though, the more the themes of seeing the impossible start to stick out, much like yesterday's work. Okay, I'm gonna go blow my nose. I got the allergies. Give me just 1 second. I shouldn't be too long, so I probably don't have to edit this out because I'm lazy. Yeah, so as you may have found out by now, I don't like editing my videos, at least my DDLC videos. And Especially because the next 2 series I want to do, or the next 3, one of which is probably going to be unedited again, but the next 2 series I want to do is Undertale, an Undertale mod, and that's going to require some editing, and a Terraria mod, Terraria Calamity. If you don't know that one, you probably don't know Terraria modding in general. The more I read into it, though, the more the themes of seeking the impossible start to kick out, much like yesterday's work. Whereas the first poem was just the perspective of someone being held to those highest standards. This one seems to be focused on finding that apparent legend, only for said person's expectations to all be for nothing. I know it's basically the same as yesterday's. I just wanted to explore it from another angle. Monika's voice breaks on concentration. I hand her back her notebook. Regardless if it's the same topic, it still came out nice. There's nothing inherently wrong with exploring familiar ground. See, the hardest part would be running from the mindset of somebody else, but you did that nicely as well. Thanks. Her voice chills off, lacking the confidence she'd usually display. Doesn't seem bothered by my words though, she seems to be thinking about it. She sighs gently. I'd say that doing this has helped me explore myself a bit more. It does? For me, yeah. Put it this way. Imagine your mind is a long hallway with doors scattered around the place. Those doors represent your thoughts. There's many rooms to explore, the doors look the same. Once you have to peek inside, the rooms are limitless and you'll get lost in your thoughts. Poetry for me helps to narrow in those rooms and explore them a bit. Fucking hell, that got deep. Damn, that was quite poetic, yeah. You never cease to amaze me. I seriously just say that, that's not plot twist of the century, it's saying. That is something I say to my classmates, okay. Good going, dickhead. Alright, Zane. Alright. You said you never cease to amaze me, right? Unless if I misread that. Great going, you dickhead. As if he didn't just compliment her. Her words aren't lost to Monika. She goes in a deep shade of crimson. Same goes for you. Now it's my turn to blush. Again. I've been silent for another moment or two. The air is... my stuffy nose is making this way worse. The air is tense in a way that I can't fully describe. Just what is this feeling? Look down at the table and notice our hands are a bit closer than before. Alright, now's your chance. Now's your chance, dog. Cop the W. My eyes start... My eyes start back up to meet Monika's own. Blush on her cheek grows, but neither her smile nor the spark in those emerald... emerald green. Those emerald green orbs falter. That is until... Monika, can I share my poem with her now, or are you... Monika, wait a minute. Yuri's soft eyes land on mine and Monika's hands, curiosity taking over her voice. Busy? She looks at Yuri and then follows her gaze down to the table. She quickly retracts her hand and looks away, her face completely red. Lost her words. I pick up my poem, make my way over to Natsuki. I can imagine him, like, staring at Yuri, like this idiotic face, picking up the poem, and walking over to Natsuki. No words said. I feel awful. Why did I say it? Wasn't a bad thing to say. I doubt this would be something neither of us will want to bring up. He's not just like, God, you never cease to disappoint me. Like, he didn't say that. Close my eyes inside myself. Premarital hand holding? And in public, no. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I like this version of Natsuki. She's nice. Premarital hand holding, and in public, no less. For shame, Tane, for shame. Sound of Natsuki berating me causes my eyes to shoot open. I always figured you were probably a perv, but not Monika. No, Natsuki, it's not like that. Don't worry. Your indecency is safe with me, lover boy. Oh my god. Hit my face against the table. She's not helping at all. I know she's joking, but still. There's the head with a cocky smile and lowered voice. Best be, else I tell Monika about your little hentai collection. I don't have a hentai collection. You cannot just pull don't worry, your indecency is safe with me on her like that. Natsuki's about ready to choke slam me. Be funny if she wasn't fully capable of doing so. She relents for a sigh. Just get this over with. Despite Natsuki's joke, sharing with her went pretty well. It's new with Yuri, okay, she's been a bit awkward and fidgety, more so than usual. And again, she still probably had me and Monika on her mind. Just a bit of curiosity. Eventually, Monika calls us out to the front. Myself, Natsuki, and Yuri make our way there. I have to be the first to speak up. Is this about the festival? It is, yeah. Do we have to do anything for the festival? I'm so curious as to what we'll be doing. Oh, about that. Monika then turns her attention to me. Tane, there's one of the posters Sarah helped me with the other day at the front desk. Do you mind showing it to Nazi in your area? Monika quickly retrieved the poster, which proudly advertises a poetry performance. A no activity for a club such as this. Just curious how Nazi and Yuri would react to this. Show the rest of the group the poster, and their expressions and tones change drastically. The one constant between the two of them is that they seem appalled at the idea of being displayed on the poster. Performing? No way, I'm not doing that. Do you think it's that bad an idea? You didn't seem to have any response, and at least a minute or two, neither does Nazi. Eventually, she lets out a frustrated sigh. She gives Monika a very stern, fiery look. Do you seriously think that any of us even want any new members? Like, I can't speak for Yuri or Tane, but this club brought me something. Something that I won't let you take from me. If I wanted anything else, I would have just joined any other stupid club. Unless it doesn't say anything else as she holds her eyes shut. So I'm shocked at what Nazi said, to be putting it lightly. Let's look over at Monika and Yuri. I can conclude that this feeling is mutual. Four of us enter an uncomforting silence. The air conditioner seems a little bit louder today. I go to break the silence. Well, I personally think that no, Tane. Nazi's right. What silently breaks did she say that? Like, oh my god. Her voice silently breaks as she says that, looking at me with an incredibly crushed look in her eyes. Sharp contrast to the confidence Monika always wore in spite of anything. So it feels different though. Well, as if Nazi's words hit a little closer to home. Monika's a shaky sigh before her eyes focus back onto mine. Why did I think this was a good idea? Saying that, Monika walks and slumps down at the front desk and puts her hands against her head. As she starts to stare blankly at the table. Though she's silent, she's trembling ever so slightly. Most of us all fall victim to the silence from earlier. Now you've done it, Natsuki. Wow. Okay. Monika directs the disappointment in both her eyes and tone right at Natsuki. Me? All I did was speak my mind. Is that a problem? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. This goes to fight back, but relents after a quick glance over at Monika. No look in her face. It's one I grew quite familiar with. She's blaming herself. Before I can say anything, Nazi's already gotten her bag and has stormed out of the classroom. From your earlier conversation, I decided to follow after her. Nazi, wait. Why, Tane? You saw the look on Monika's face. I caused that. Nazi once again gives me that same look of guilt. I try to open my mouth, but nothing comes out. More silence follows before Nat speaks up again. I'm gonna go home. I just don't feel like I belong right here, right now. With that said, Nazi turns and starts going to leave. As much as I want her to come back, I'm not gonna force her to do so. Chances are she'll be back tomorrow. After running my hands through my hair, I head back to the club room. As I'm back in, I notice that Monika still hasn't moved from the front desk. Yuri, however, is pacing around the room. Looks like she's pondering her next decision. To shut the door behind me, Yuri's gaze locks onto mine as I walk towards the center of the room. This way, Yuri stands on my left, whilst Monika stays on my right. This is bad. I look back at Monika. Her breathing is a little louder than usual. She appears stressed out, something that before now I doubt I'd ever associated with Monika. I sigh, not making eye contact with Yuri. I know. And your gentle footsteps make their way towards me, causing me to look back. She looks right into my eyes. The mind. Wait, is Sayori here? Oh yeah, no, she said she was sick. My bad. She looks right into my eyes, the mind hidden behind those deep lavender eyes, presumably working like clockwork as she tries to find the word to say. I do have to ask though, Tane, what made you want to join the club? The emphasis on the word you makes a personal question all the more personal. Congratulations, my good friend. This is called talking. I think for a bit. To be completely honest, I hadn't really decided why I joined the club beyond the atmosphere being quite relaxed. The more I think about it, the more I realize that it might just be a perfectly justifiable reason for wanting to join. A nice quiet environment to cool off, relax, maybe do a bit of reading. Certain most people would want that. The sigh, I relay my thoughts back to Yuri, who just simply listens attentively. She's got a natural talent for that, I swear. I think I feel the same way. She smiles with a thoughtful spark in her eyes. A spark that I don't usually see unless she's reading. I get my Nazis hesitant about new members, though. Like, who knows what getting new members would do for the atmosphere of the club? Yuri ponders this for a moment. Like a quality over quantity sort of thing? Yeah, sorta. I've only been part of the club for a couple days, and I can tell everyone brings something special to it. I'm not opposed to getting anyone new, it's just complicated. I nod as Yuri completes my sentence. She sighs and relaxes her arms. I think I understand. I should prefer more relaxed environments that I can share with a friend or two. It might become a bit harder to manage with more members. Not to mention more people tends to lead to more conflict, which I'd be less than appreciative of. You and I both. And his eyes then focused on me, piercing through my retinas. Pierce through your spasmodisms? She's blushing faintly. Besides, I enjoy how the club is now. A brief moment of silence follows, however. This time there's a wired tinge of awkwardness to it all. The silence is then broken by the sound of a chair moving against the wood floor. Tane? Yuri? Mon and Yuri's shared gaze focuses on Monika, who wipes her eyes before continuing. I see a lot at the festival. If you're not up for it, I understand. Regardless, just know I'm really glad to call you my friends. He wraps that up with an almost traditional Monika smile. Almost, simply because there's this unshakable somber aura about it. More than likely a sort of aftershock of what happened. Yuri and I looked at each other as we were telepathically deliberating. Monika, Tane and I had a discussion about it, and we should both have been unsure about new members. I'm still up for helping with the festival. Same here. Saw Monika's face tells me all I need to know. Thank you both. I'm gonna finish things up a little earlier today. I'll sort things out at the festival tomorrow. And with that, Monika goes back to the front desk whilst Yuri and I start to pack up. After Yuri leaves for the day, I linger around the club for a bit. The room would be silent if not for the clock and the audible sound of Monika writing. Think for a bit about whether I should ask Monika if she wants to walk back home together. Can't explain why, but Monika's initial reaction to Nazi's words reminded me of the day Suri told me about her depression. Oh, it already happened. Well, you know what? Knowing this MC, I'm sure that actually went well. Just this expression of hopelessness. I walk up to the desk and she's and kneel down to her level. Hey, Monika? Yeah? She looks up to meet my gaze. Her eyes seem a little drained. I was just wondering. Come on, Tane, keep it together. Would you like to walk home together? Monika smiles weakly. I'd love to, but what shows off as her gaze fixates on the small stack of paper beside her. School stuff. She nods, seeming quite down. Think a bit more. Tomorrow, maybe? She looks back at me, her smile returning once more. If I'm free, then absolutely. Smile back. That definitely seemed to cheer her up a little. Start to move towards the door, and once Monika and I bid goodbye to each other, I'm off back home. The walk back home was a quiet one, mostly dominated by my thoughts about the club meeting. If Sayori was there, things might have gone differently. Seems like she had a natural talent for easing people's stress. That being said, I can't help but feel bad for Monika. Again, I know Natsuki didn't mean what she said, but regardless of that, it definitely hurt her. Maybe I should have stayed a bit longer. I think out loud to myself as I unlock my door. Once inside, I rest my back against the wall and head to the kitchen. A little hungry, so I quickly make myself a chicken sandwich and grab a loose can of Pepsi to help wash it down. Whilst eating, I contemplate whether to text Sayori about the incident at the club. I don't want to give them more than likely fill her in. Since she's her vice president and all. Fuck it, I'll text her. I whip out my phone and get texting. I say, oh, Monika tell you about what happened today? Is the long until my phone pings a response. Yeah, she told me. Also, Natsuki apologized. I hope this eased my mind a bit. I text her again. That's a relief. Sora and I ended up texting for much longer than we thought we would. All the while, my mind goes back to Monika. I can't explain why, but I'm wondering how she's doing. Gone to play nice and serious, she has her number, but that'd be a bit weird to ask, right? And yeah, Sora knows and seems very hopeful that something may happen, but it's a whole other can of worms asking for her number. Part of me kind of likes to humor the thought, though. Monika's bedroom, around 3 hours later. Oh, it's Monika's PV. I thought he was imagining Monika's bedroom. I was like, oh my god. Why do I still feel bad about lying to him? It's not even that I had much to do, so that it wouldn't have hurt that much just to walk with him. But hey, at least I have something to look forward to tomorrow. Toss and turn on my sheets, unable to shake off these feelings. I was suppressed them for so long I thought they weren't there anymore. Why am I trying to hide it? I sigh, curling up and grabbing one of my pillows, and I cling to it. So breathing steadies, he pops into my head once again, as my grip on the pillow to tighten. Even when he's not here, he manages to comfort me. Yeah, it's Go Crush of mine never truly died. Ah, clever. Very clever. You writers. The dreaded sound of my alarm wakes me up. Okay, hold on. I think I've been recording for about half an hour. I can stop here. I don't know what I'm going to do for my thumbnail today. Oh no. I seem to be missing some stuff. I'll go for just a bit, just to get some sprites on screen. If it wasn't for the fact that it was my phone, I would have thrown it against the wall years ago. Long, tired sigh forced myself up and stretched before getting into my morning routine. Pretty bloody long, but hey, I'm here now. As usual, I check my timetable for today's classes. Fuck's sake. So I remind myself that my first class today is with Kurosawa. If there is a hell, I'm certain that it would be preferable to his classes. Grumbling all the way with dread, I make my way into school. Reminds me of the meme where it's just like, is this hell? Just hell. Truly seems like it. It's like, this is a place of suffering, but in hell you find peace in knowing that there is eternal suffering. Here, there is always a waking moment trying to find out your next move. Truly, it is worse. As I reach the door to the classroom, a familiar face catches my eye. Yuri? Oh, I know what this is about. This'll maybe be the thumbnail. Alright, anyways. Peak laziness. Just in case. Alright. Well, it's been a blast so far. I can't wait for things to get worse. Presuming they do. Maybe I've just been lied to. Alright. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say it's sad but good. I've heard other people say it's terrible. And back when I played Exit Music, I thought it was good because I wasn't a writer at the time. Now I'm a writer and I'm writing my own mod, and I say that Exit Music really didn't have to end that way, Chief. You were just reaching for something to end the. You know how you end a mod? Blue skies, not ski, neutral route. Not gonna spoil what happens, but it's so well written it makes my mind explode. So yeah, also I found a way to not show OBS at the beginning and end of the video so it looks decent. Yay. And yeah, I really don't know much else to say. I'm so tired. I need sleep. So thanks. I hope your day is better than mine, even if my day was pretty good. Thanks. Good night. And you'll hear from me tomorrow.